Hey. What's up, everybody? What's happening? All right, let me just log in a couple things. Seems like it's been a long time, right? Long time. You guys might hear a lot of noise in the background. They decided to cut the grass right now. So I've been doing this. Everything's been fine. And all of a sudden now they want to start cutting the grass. So anyway, let me know who's here. We haven't been on live in a while, so it's going to be a good one. Going to change things up a little bit. Let me know what's up. What's up? It's going to be a market review. All right, let's go ahead and just dive right into it, everybody. Hey, what's happening? Today's Friday, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. This is going to be the weekend review. We've been going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And you know what? I'm not going to say it didn't work out too well. I thought YouTube would be nice and show this to more people. They didn't. So we're going to go live on Friday, okay? It's going to be a week review. We're going to start doing this on Friday, and we'll kind of go from there. But let me share my screen really quickly. And anyway, thanks for being here, everybody. I'm pumped up. Today's a good day. I'm going to show you all a lot of stuff, okay? All right, here we go. All right, like I said, this is going to be our week-end review, just kind of a recap of the market, kind of look at a couple setups, do some chatting, and go from there. So whoever's here, let me know. Hashtag live, hashtag replay. And let's get this bad boy rolling. All right, so let's start off with the S&P. Oh, before I do, let me kind of jump into this really quickly. My indicator should be available by Wednesday. So I'm going to start it off, and the only people that are going to know about this are the people that are watching my YouTube channel. I'm not going to advertise it. At the start, I'm just going to share it with the people who are watching my YouTube, okay? And it's going to be awesome. So this indicator should be ready to rock and roll on Wednesday. You guys are going to love it. You're going to find out that it has got a lot more features than the Radiant-Fire Pro, and it works good with all of them, including the squeeze, okay? So let's go ahead and zoom in the S&P 500. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear everything, okay? We're going to do a weekend review on this bad boy. Let me just clear. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully everybody had a good day. Interesting week, right? We're going to talk about it. Okay? We're going to talk about it. So the indicators that I'm using, everybody, are the Squeeze Pro, right? Love the Squeeze Pro. As a matter of fact, I have several strategies built around the Squeeze Pro. So I love the Squeeze Pro. I'm using the Ready Aim Fire Pro, okay? Love the Radiant-Fire Pro. And then I'm using the Forecast Pro. Y'all don't have the Forecast Pro. It's kind of a spin-off from the market forecast, but nobody has it but me because we're building it, and it should be ready to go by Wednesday. The blue line is the 8 exponential moving average. The red line is the 21 exponential moving average. And the pink line is the 34 exponential moving average. 50 simple, 100 simple, 200. Okay, so that's the indicators that I'm using. And I'm going to talk about the Forecast Pro a little bit because I'm going to start getting you guys used to it because you're going to love it. You're going to love it probably better than the Radiant-Fire Pro. But again, it works perfectly with it. All right, so let's talk about the S&P. Today it was down 8 points. Now, interesting. Right? So let's talk about, first of all, for those of you that are new to my channel, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. I get a lot of emails every day that, when people find my channel, they're like, man, I can't believe I just now found you. So I do my best to give you guys as much value as possible. I post out videos every week. I go live. But let's talk about it. I'm a technical trader. I'm not a fundamental trader. I don't have the patience for that. Now, y'all might hear somebody mowing grass right now because they're mowing grass over there. But I'm a technical trader, right? I teach setups. I have rules. And my focus is, you know, obviously taking advantage of the market, whether it's a selling strategy, a buying strategy, it doesn't really matter to me. My job is very simple. Analyze the market, figure out what the market's doing, and then trade strategies that benefit from what I believe the market's doing. So this past week, we're kind of in that area right there, right? So Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So this was Monday. So on Monday, we had a nasty down day, right? A nasty down day. It had broken the 100 and on that day, but I pointed this out, okay? For those of you that were in my class, you know I want to show you guys something, okay? So this indicator, this green line right here, the green line is the intermediate momentum, okay? The intermediate trend. And whenever it's baby or light green, and again, you can change the color. You're going to be able to change the color, but I like light green, right? So when it's light green, it's weakening. So right now, I'm going to show you guys. Let me put this on for you guys. It's not there, but let me go up to Studies, Edit. I'm going to go here to my forecast, and let's go to Label Strength. And you're going to be able to do all this, okay, on Wednesday. That's the plan. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. So now, what it does is it gives you several things. But right here, bearish weak. So if you put the label, you don't need the label because, I mean, I go over, you know, the different postures, but it's nice to have the label because it makes it easy, right? But it's bearish, but it's weak bearish, right? Kind of like when you get this yellow from the TTM Squeeze Pro. You know how when it goes from red to yellow, it's still bearish, but it's weak bearish, right? Or the bearish momentum is starting to fade and it's becoming stronger. So that's what bearish, you know, weak. If it was strong bearish, then it'd be like the red. But this right here, and I want you to notice this, okay? Let's put our line right there, okay? This line turned dark green right before the momentum shifted. So it was already starting to let us know that even though this candle was a nasty candle, the momentum was already starting to shift. Now, one thing you need to know, when the blue crosses the pink, our short-term trend is down. So if you're a new trader, you really should be focusing on trades to the downside. Too many traders, whenever the market starts going down, they're always worried about catching a reversal, right? I got to catch the reversal. Well, we need to trade with the trend. You've all heard that, right? But we need to focus on strategies that take advantage of that direction, like bear flags, squeeze trades to the downside. I know a lot of traders email me, and they're really good at squeeze trades to the upside, but they're not so good with squeeze trades to the downside. You guys need to get good at that. Now, so we came down here on Monday. It was a nasty day. We broke the 100. A lot of people thought we were going to fall down. Okay, and nobody knows. But our clue was this shifted green, right? Also, we got a green ready. The next day, it came yellow. So those signs right there are telling me, okay, we might be in for a shorter term snap back, right? Snap back. What else? What other kind of clues can we look at? Well, look at, if you guys know the blue line. The blue line is the short-term momentum. There's signals with this indicator. When I see all of this stuff, there's so much going on. Okay, and again, it's going to be available on Wednesday. And so the blue line, look at this. When the blue line comes in the lower zone and crosses the 50, that's a very positive sign. And when that happens, the arrow pops up the next day. So my indicator actually leads the arrow on the radium fire. Okay? So, and look at this case. It crossed, came back, crossed, arrow popped in, right? Crossed, arrow. How can this help you? Well, a lot of you guys that have the Radium Fire Pro, and I love the Radium Fire Pro. I'm not dogging it. I freaking love it. You know, you get a ready, aim, fire. Well, look at this. You see that divergence? That line sloping up and this green dot, it's a bullish divergence. So when price action is going down and this indicator is going up, that's huge, right? And then this line right here prints. It automatically prints with the indicator. You can draw it. I teach how to draw it, but it's good to have because it draws a major key level resistance point. That is the divergence key level. So when we get this divergence, we get this ready aim, even though price is going down, we don't feel so bad. When everybody else is saying that everything's falling apart, we're like, well, wait a minute. There's clues that are at least giving us a higher probability that we might turn. They're all right here, okay? And look what happened. Then we got a bullish harami, right? Harami is body inside the body, but you already knew that because you got the divergence. You know it's got a high probability of coming up to that key level, right? That's a major level. And then you have the ready aim. The blue line crossed the 50, and then we got the pink arrow. That was back here. That was back there. So even though everything was falling apart, right, the world was ending, there's clues that we were due for a snap back. Now, understand this. I'm not saying we're going to reverse. A divergence doesn't mean change of trend. It means short-term momentum correction. And that's what it did. That's what it did. It snapped back up right to the 34. So now, look at the candles. So if you look at this candle right here, what is that? This candle right here. Okay, it's a shooting star, right? It's a bearish candle pattern at a major resistance. So we had a lower, well, let's say this. We had a high, so we had a low high, we had a lower high, lower low, and then right here, if this rolls over, that's a lower high. So the price pattern is a bear flag, right? It's bearish. Now, what do I think is going to happen? Well, there's a clue. Look what we got going on the Squeeze Pro. So the Squeeze Pro, remember, there's 3 phases, guys. I talk about this all the time. There's 3 phases that the market goes through. Your ability to be a great trader is well, I'll say ability again, is the ability to recognize what phase we're in. The market's got 3 phases. Write this down. Contraction phase, right? That's when the volatility is getting quiet. That's when the market makers are basically just matching buyers with sellers. Institutions are stepping back, AKA the squeeze, right? Quiet. We have the expansion phase. The expansion phase is where a lot of you get destroyed. And I don't mean beat up, I mean destroyed. Have you ever jumped into a squeeze, got into the squeeze, it went down, stopped you out, and then immediately went right back in the direction? And you're thinking you were right on the direction, but you got stopped out. You got fake out. So the expansion phase is where retail traders are getting faked out. Your ability to recognize the expansion phase is huge. Then we have the trending phase. The trending phase is where institutions who accumulated during the expansion phase on your liquidity, right? Think about it. For an institution to buy, they don't just buy a little bit of money. They buy blocks of trillions and trillions of dollars. They can't just go in there and buy. They need liquidity to do it. Where do they get that liquidity? Off of the retail traders who sell. When you're in a squeeze and it starts to go down and everybody gets stopped out, people start panicking, FOMOing to the downside. This is where institutions come in and use your liquidity to take the trend in the direction that you thought it was going to go. This is very important. And so if you think about that, they need your pain, right? Pain and pleasure. This is what I talked about yesterday in my private class. I said, listen, we have pain or we feel pleasure. Institutions feel pleasure off of your pain. So you've got to recognize the expansion phase. If a lot of you are getting faked out in the squeeze, that's the reason why. You don't understand that phase. Once you do, and I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on that phase. I teach all about this in my school, but I'm going to be doing some free YouTube videos on that, kind of just talking about it, you know, in a general. But then you have the trending phase. But here's the thing. When the market leaves the trending phase, it goes right back into the contraction phase. So look what we're doing right now. We just entered a low compression squeeze. So what is that telling you? That's telling you that there's a high probability now that we might start to chop around for the next several weeks, maybe the rest of this entire month. Now, we don't know, but today we got an inside bar. It's a bearish, okay. So we got an inside bar at resistance that's bearish. That's bearish. It doesn't mean it's going to roll over. We need confirmation. But if this rolls over next week, I'm not expecting it to break the low because of the squeeze, right? Also, the green line just left the zone. Let me show you what I think is going to happen. And again, we don't know. Here's what I think is going to happen. We're going to come up. We're going to roll over. We're going to go into a, you know, the contraction phase is going to get bigger. We're going to go into a red squeeze, right? Institutions are planning their next move. This green line is going to go like this. Like this. It's going to form a divergence. This purple line is going to do this, form a divergence. We're going to form a double bottom, and then we might chop around and take back off or break down. Because remember, even the double bottom or the divergence, it's not a trend change. Because when that happens, the level is going to be plotted. This indicator automatically plots it. That's the level that I'm watching for it to snap back to. This is going to be available on Wednesday. It's gonna blow y'all away because it's amazing. Okay, so I think we're going to, again, we could go back up to here, come back down and do this. What's that? Shoulder, head, shoulder, right? What is that? Inverted head and shoulders. Okay. Another possibility is a descending triangle, and then we break to the downside, or we snap back to the upside. Another possibility is a slanted W pattern, right? All these things, it could start to channel, but we're going to consolidate because the squeeze is telling us, right? Now, what did I do? Okay, so this week we had a down Monday, nice up rally. Today, I mean, we didn't do much today. To be honest with you, if you look at the chart, look, I'm going to show you guys the 3-minute chart. Let me show you guys right now. Let me know who's here. Make a comment. Okay, let me know who's here. So this is the 3-minute time frame, right? No, this is the 1 hour. Okay, a couple things. I look at the 1 hour time frame, and if you look at this is the MES, right? Hang on a second. Let me get rid of this little customized thing. What's up? Let me know who's here, guys. What's happening? It's the best place y'all can be. All right, so this is the 1 hour. Today, we were in a squeeze all day. I knew it was going to be a nasty day, man. That's what I told my students or in the alerts group. Look, institutions, okay, retail traders trade on the smaller time frames. Institutions, the large money, trade on the bigger time frames. They do trade on the hourly, 4-hourly, weekly, daily, monthly. So so on the 1 hour, we're in a squeeze, right? And it's an orange squeeze. It doesn't immediately jump out of the orange squeeze. It's a high compression squeeze, right? So it's getting quiet and getting quiet. So when this is today, right? We opened up, we were in this squeeze. I told my students, I'm like, it's going to be a crappy day all day. So just remember that picture, right? Orange squeeze. So remember what I talked to you guys about last week, right? When we're in the contraction phase, institutions are setting up their play. Retail traders, right? Retail traders are getting in. You've all been taught, let's get in the squeeze, right? Get in the squeeze before it fires. How's that working out, right? That's 50-50, man. Let's be real. It's 50-50. Because, and here's the reason why. Institutions are setting up their next play. And when it's in the contraction phase, they're planning, their next move. And whenever it comes out of the contraction phase, like I'm going to share with you, look, this is what I did the other day. Well, I'll show you in a 3-minute. So what happens is when it comes out of the contraction phase, let's say it fires to the upside, right? Everybody gets in, rolls over, stops them out, and then it goes right back up, right? That's the pattern, right? Squeeze, it breaks, everybody's happy, they're feeling pleasure, oh, they feel pain, bam, it goes right back up, they all got stopped out. That's what they do, man. But whenever there's a squeeze on the bigger time frame, there's no advantage. There's no advantage. Okay? If you're day trading. So I trade the 3-minute chart. So let me show you the 3-minute chart. But that I knew that was ugly, right? So let me go look at the 3-minute chart. Right here. Right here. Yeah, 3-minute. So I look at the ticks. I look at the VIX. What's up, Terry? What's up? Just talking away over here. Hey, thanks for being here. I really appreciate the comment too. Let me know somebody's here hanging out with me, right? So let's look at today. So this is the 3-minute. You know, let me just get it to where it's big here. Let me auto zoom. Okay, cool. I'm going to zoom in. But remember what I just showed you, right? The 1 hour was in an orange squeeze. Like the worst, right? Well, I don't say the worst, but it's the quietest, right? It's hardly any advantage that we have. So check this out. This was the market on the 3-minute chart, right? It just nothing. Look at that. Yeah, it went down, hooked back up, in a squeeze, kind of broke. Oh, look, here's the pattern, guys. This is what I was telling you about. So look, you got a squeeze, right? Well, in this particular case, it broke down. Everybody went short. Everybody did. Look what happened. Boom! They all got stopped out. Because what happens is when it leaves this phase, it enters the expansion phase. Your ability to be a great trader is going to depend on how well you recognize the phases. And then look, it went back up, chopped around, and just kind of did nothing. So there really was no trend all day. And that's because we were in an orange squeeze, right? I didn't do nothing. Let me know who's here. So honestly, I did not take a single trade on the 3-minute today. Nothing. And the reason why I didn't was because the hourly was in this squeeze. There's no advantage. We need the squeeze to play out. Boom. Break out of the squeeze. Have the patience. Recognize the expansion phase. See what the institutions are doing. Because remember, it's you against another trader. So if you can start thinking like an institution, your world is going to expand, okay? And this is what I talk about all the time. You got to think like an institution. When everybody else is experiencing pain, that's where we need to come in, right? We are on the opposite side of them. Too many retail traders. I mean, again, we're all guilty, right? We're all guilty. We were thinking like a retail trader. We got to think like an institution. That's really what I talk a lot about in my school is how can we think like an institution and how can we take advantage of everybody else? How can we take advantage of them instead of them taking advantage of us? Because they do it all the time. Ask yourself right now, are you consistently profitable? If not, this is the reason why. Okay? This is the reason. All right, so we got a bear flag. We got a squeeze going on. Now, let's look at the VIX, right? So the VIX, for those of you that, look at the VIX. You should. The VIX went down all week. Good, right? So the VIX is down. The market's up. So think about today. Friday, look, here's something. Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Okay. Do you remember the SPX? Remember all the clues that we just talked about for the first 15 minutes? All the clues. Well, here's another clue. The other clue is the SPX on Monday had a big down day. We already talked about the Forecast Pro, all that stuff, right? And look at over here. It's even telling you it's bearish strengthening. If this is bearish strengthening, the market's doing the opposite. Okay? Now, we had a big down day Monday. Well, look at this. We didn't have, I mean, we had a spinning top on the VIX. Shouldn't we have had a huge up day? The market was down big. You would expect the VIX to be up big. It wasn't. It was up, but not that much. And then the next day, it started to roll over. And then today, it was a down day. Interesting. The market was down. The VIX was down. It's not correlated. Why? Well, we already saw it because the market was in an orange squeeze all day on the 1 hour. There was nobody around. Light volume, nobody's around, right? It's just retail traders fighting against each other all day long. You don't want no part of that crap. So today was the day to just back off. Now, I didn't back off. I went and looked for other stuff, which I'll share you in a minute. But I did not trade the ES today because of that reason. But anyway, we'll see what happens, right? We're at support. We're strengthening bearish. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. So I'm just going to kind of fly through these, and we're going to look at some charts really quickly. So the QQQ looks very similar to the S&P 500, right? Very similar. Russell 2000 pretty much all week just went sideways, up, down, not doing much. The Dow Jones. Now, look at this. The Dow Jones is stronger than the S&P 500. Why? Look at this. We are right back. Okay, come on, drone item. Okay, cool. Okay, check this out. Remember that divergence? Well, we also had a divergence on the diamonds. But here's the, remember this line. This line on my indicator automatically prints. It's a major level. And what it does is it takes the divergence. In this case, it's bullish because you see the green dot. It's bullish. And it prints this line, and it gives you the area that it's more than likely going to go up to. It shows you. And it's supply and demand, right? And so look what happened. You got the divergence. And look, you didn't even have the ready aim. This indicator, it beats it. It beats it. Now, I use them all. I use the Squeeze Pro for a purpose. I like to see when we're entering the contraction phase because I know my advantage comes after that when everybody else is getting their butts handed to them. But here, the divergence, how much money could you have made right there? It was right here, okay? And look, now we came right back up to the dang line. Now, you can't extend the line out, but you can always just draw your own line, right? It's right at resistance. So if it breaks, pulls back, boom, or it rolls over. But look, we're in a squeeze. So we're in the contraction phase. We're in the contraction phase, right? But anyway, it's stronger than the market because it's already made it back to resistance. The S&P hasn't made it back. Look at the S&P. And I don't know if you got, but look, it's still lagging, right? So look at the diamonds. The diamonds right up here, okay? So overall, the market, we had a nasty down day Monday. It recovered somewhat. We saw the clues, right? I mean, we talked about it. For those of you that are new that popped in, we talked about all the clues. We talked about the Forecast Pro, shifting momentum. We talked about the blue line crossing, the arrow popping up. We talked about the weak bearish. So it's letting you know that, hey, we're still bearish, but we're weakening. The divergence. So we talked about it, right? So, but anyway, you can go back and watch the recording after this is posted to really get into detail. But let me show you a couple charts that I like. So one of the things that I do, and I teach my students, and I'm going a little bit longer because I'm going to just go live on Fridays from now on, okay? Friday week, this is a week review on Friday. That's what I'm going to be doing every Fridays, the weekend review or the week review. So I use this indicator here to tell me what to trade. So one of the things I do is this orange line. When this orange line, this is the micro momentum, right? The 1, the 2, the 3 day pop. When the orange line comes down here, that's when we get that pop, right? Especially if you get a divergence. Like it's amazing. It's amazing. And So here today, sorry, I'm just looking at my drawn item. There we go. So today, the orange line is in the lower zone. So that is the micro momentum extended to the downside. So when that happens, I like to look at 30-minute squeeze trades, because a 30-minute trade is not that long. I consider that more of a micro trade. I'm going to be in it maybe 2-3 days tops. So every time this comes down here, I have a trading plan that I go look for trades on the 30-minute time frame. Look at that. I had my scans running all day. Look at this. And all day today, I was looking for, okay, let's go here, 30-minute squeeze trades. Now, what can you do? Again, you can buy a call if you want. You can do a credit spread. You can do a debit spread. You can do whatever you want. But again, I know what I like to trade. And I know I teach my students exactly. But again, it doesn't matter. Look at the squeeze. All I want you guys to notice is 30-minute symbol picture squeeze, right? I'm using this one also in the 30-minute, but I'm not going to go into that because, again, I teach that in my school. And for those of you that get this indicator on Wednesday, you're not going to find it anywhere, by the way. You're not going to find it anywhere. Not Simpler, not nobody, because it's not their indicator. It's my indicator. But here you go. Write these down. Win 30-minute. GLW. Look at this. Beautiful 30-minute squeeze. HL. Beautiful 30-minute squeeze. I'll tell you what else I like about this is these two lines in the lower zone. Now, this dot is a very powerful bullish continuation signal. I explain that in the videos, again, when this indicator comes out. But look at the squeeze, right? Beautiful. I mean, do you like any better? Can't beat that, right? I don't know if you guys trade the 30-minute. Look at that one. KGC. It's beautiful. I'm not looking at the daily. I'm not looking at the weekly. I'm looking at the 30-minute. Okay? ADM. Look at that. Oh my God, these are good, dude. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Beautiful squeeze. Beautiful. Can't do any better. Nike. Beautiful. 30-minute. Beautiful. 30-minute. Oh my God, dude. Intap. Beautiful. 30-minute. I hope you're writing these down. MA. MasterCard, right? Damn. 30-minute squeeze. I'm all over these on Monday. ABBV. Squeeze. 30-minute. Facebook. No, we don't want this one. Now, not everything on this is good. That's why I'm going through it. This sucks. Stay away. Netflix. Not as good. Not as good. Why? These are kind of bunched up. Look how long it's been in a squeeze. Here's a little hint. Well, no, never mind. It depends on what strategy you're trading. If you're trading a spread or call, it's okay. You can draw a line right there, right? I don't know if you guys like call options, but if you buy a call option, just be prepared to get out. Now, by Monday, we don't know. Remember, the market could gap down 1,000,000 points. We don't know. Beautiful. Cisco. JP Morgan. Oh, my God. Beautiful. It's a 30-minute. So you're not going to be in the trade very long, right? Microsoft. God damn, this scan is the best, dude. Microsoft, 30-minute. Boeing. I'm sorry, man. I've only seen like one bad. I was gone towards the end of the day today, so I haven't looked at these. That's why I'm going through and I'm freaking out because I'm like, man, are you kidding me? Look at these 30-minute squeezes. Visa. Damn. Caterpillar. Damn, these are good. What the heck? These are good, man. Roku. 30-minute. I don't like this one. You might like it. It's still a nice squeeze, but this might be that first squeeze. This is not bad. It's not bad. Twitter. No, I don't like this. See how it's just going sideways? I don't like that shit. Well, this one's a little better. You see how it's got a little bit more definition? It came down, boom. But look at that, right? I love when the orange line's down here. That's going to be a short-term pop to the upside. Love it. Again, I'm not looking at this. I'm just looking at this. Tesla. No, I don't like that one. So, of every one of these, and look, did we look at this one? It's okay. I mean, it's okay. Look, not too bad. So, I don't know if you guys wrote that down, but basically every single one of those, there was only 3 that were ugly. Let's go look at this one. CI, low compression squeeze. Shit, that's good. CL, damn, that's another one. These scans were up all day. I was just putting in orders, putting in orders, putting in orders. Why? Because the market told me this was the play. The market, based on the indicator that I used, the momentum is extended. The short micro momentum on my indicator. So I'm looking for micro trades to the upside. And guess what? Monday, if the micro momentum shoots back to the upside, I'm not looking for these trades. So the key is look for the right trades at the right time. John Deere. That's a diamonds. Facebook, ugly. We already looked at Facebook. First Solar. It's okay. It's a black squeeze. So we could be entering the contraction phase. What strategy takes advantage of that? You guys should know. Goldman Sachs. Look at that. We just entered a low compression squeeze. What strategy takes advantage of that? You should know. Especially if you're my students. HIG. Green dot. Again, the Squeeze Pro is telling us what is about to happen. It's beautiful. For those of you that just joined, do me a favor, make a comment. I would go back and watch this if I were you. I mean, if not, y'all go watch like other YouTubers. Because I've been watching a lot of YouTubers and they got a lot of views. And I'm watching some of their videos and I'm like, how the hell they got a lot of views, dude? I'm giving y'all more. So look, I just gave y'all like what? Like 20 trades? Coca-Cola. Look at that. Beautiful. In 30 minutes, guys. 30 minutes. In okay. Nice. Damn, man. We only got a limited amount of money, too, so you want to pick the best of the best. Terry! You still here, Terry? Scrolling down. Low compression squeeze. It's all right. Walmart. Look at that. Man, I mean, wow. This 30-minute, man, and this is a good one. I love the 30-minute squeeze. But again, I might trade it different than you. And I don't trade it all the time. Right? So that's like 50 million pairs that I just went through. Y'all can go back and watch the recording. And if you are watching it, give me like a thumbs up or something. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do so because there's a lot of value in here. And I'd appreciate you guys. So a couple things. For those of you that just joined, thanks, man. For those of you that are here, thanks. I would highly encourage you to go back and watch this. I gave about 30 absolute incredible setups. Incredible. We went over the market in massive detail. This is the weekend review, right? We analyzed the Squeeze Pro, the Forecast Pro, which is going to be available on Wednesday. Oh my gosh. You can't get it anywhere because nobody has it. It's my indicator. Wednesday. That's the plan. Hey, Terry, thanks so much. Yeah, I try to give as much value. And, I mean, again, nobody else is doing this. What they're going to do is they're going to give you a couple things and they're going to go tell you, now go sign up for my free video or my paid video to watch the rest. Like, come on, dude. I've given you enough in this video that are free. Now, do I have paid courses? Of course I do. And you know what? I got quite a few students. I got an options elite course down below. I got a free course down below. I do live coaching. That's not down below because that's only available for people who have my course. I don't even charge that much. I should charge like 20 times more. All right. I appreciate it. Hit that little bell too, Terry, right? The little bell. And you know this. You probably know more about YouTube than me. I haven't been doing it long. But hit that little bell next to the subscribe. so you can be notified. Every time I go live, I think it notifies you. But you got to hit that little bell, right? So, and again, you probably know more than me when it comes to YouTube. But I appreciate it. Hey, if you know anybody who likes this, hey, refer them to my channel. My channel is pretty powerful. If you go back and watch some of the videos, like on the TTM Squeeze, or actually any of the videos, they're pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie. They're pretty good. So let's kind of figure this out here and wrap this bad boy up. Oh, yeah. So the Squeeze Pro. Let me talk about that for a second. I love the Squeeze, and I'm not just saying this, okay? I'm going to be real with you guys. I love the Squeeze Pro. The Squeeze Pro helps me a lot. I don't just look at it like everybody else does, right? Oh, it's in a squeeze. Man, that's not how. There's market phases, right? There's 3 phases. We talk about it. And how your ability to recognize the phases and react is what's going to make the difference. But I like using the Squeeze Pro for one, it's visually lets me know when we're entering the contraction phase. It's very important, right? After the contraction phase is the expansion phase. Now, I have strategies specifically for the squeeze. And also I have strategies specifically for the black squeeze. Okay? And nobody's talking about it because I created it. It's called my green to black. You will never find anybody on the internet talking about it. You won't even find me talking about it on YouTube. But this is one of my primary strategies. It's been between 80 and 85%. So over the last 6 months, it's around 80 to 85%. Huge. But it has to do with the black dot. You notice today what I was telling you guys? I'm not going to go back, but I was telling you in the 30 minutes, I was like, there's a black dot. There's a black dot. It's telling me what's about to happen. So if you trade the right strategy and you have the right expirations, you're picking the right strikes. I mean, there's a lot more than just, oh, let me do this, right? I mean, there's a little bit more to it. Like I haven't exact rules. But anyway, the Forecast Pro. The Forecast Pro is a spin off the market forecast. Here's the deal. I've been trading for 15 years, guys. I started with a company called Invest-Tools Education. And the market forecast was a proprietary tool that they taught. Well, I know all the strategies because I went to classes for like 15 years. So I know all the signals. So what I did was I took all the signals that you don't know unless you study the indicator, and I built them into the indicator. I didn't, my buddy did. And I added some more because, again, I traded a little differently. So inside this beautiful Picasso right here, there's signals everywhere, right? And that's what this indicator is going to do. It's going to give you an advantage, a big time advantage, because I've taken their indicator and I actually have plotted the signals, right? These lines, every one of these lines serve a purpose. There's other stuff too that I could add. Okay, check this out. Let me show you guys. I'm giving you kind of a teaser of what's coming on Wednesday. I'm hoping by Wednesday. Okay, let me show you guys something else. Right here. Oh, it's already there. Check this out. And y'all won't find this indicator anyway. You can add divergence lines. Check this out. So you can add divergence lines up here too. Okay. So it shows you right here, right, the divergence lines. Here. Doesn't always look here. You can add that, right? And I talk about it in the trainings. I'm going to take it off. It's a little bit too much for me, but I know I have people that I've let like kind of test it out that like it. You can just go right here. You can show different lines, okay? Freaking awesome. The best. But anyway, so what I did was I took their signals, because I know their signals, and I plotted it, right? And it tells you the strength. But I also changed it a little bit to my style. These dots, when these dots appear, you know, these right here are very powerful bullish signals. These right here, again, can be either snapbacks or change in trends. Right now, you know, again, there's the different time frames. I mean, I have a whole bunch of videos on it. And for those of you that get the indicator, because I'm just launching it, I haven't really built all the videos that go with it. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going live in a private class, not on YouTube, not even in my group. Like, this is for people who buy the indicator. We're going to go live together. So I'm going to record it. So as I go live and we're going to be talking about it, it's going to be a live class that I'm going to record, because here's my thing. I can either wait to launch the indicator until I shoot all the damn videos, and that'll be another month, or I can launch it with a couple videos and then allow the people that get it to join me live classes, and we can do live videos on it, and they can ask questions, and then I can record them and put them inside the membership area. So, and the Ready Aim Fire Pro, love the Ready Aim Fire Pro. So here's the deal, guys. Squeeze Pro, Ready Aim Fire Pro, it's with simpler trading. You'll probably know that, but if you're new, you might not. They're wonderful indicators. They're not mine. They're not mine. But down below, I am an affiliate, okay? So if you use my indicator use my link to get their indicator, okay, they're going to give you the indicator, but I'm going to give you a ton of bonuses. Check in the description everything that I'm going to give you. So here's the deal. You can go buy that indicator with them, and I encourage you to do it. It's great, but you need to know how to use it, and you can get the indicator. Or you can get it through me. It still gets it through them, so you're still going to get the indicator, but now I'm going to give you bonuses. Over $2,000 worth of codes, right? I'm going to give you these custom collar codes, this ATR bubble. There's this banner right here where it tells you a lot of stuff. Just check the description. The Forecast Pro, you don't see nothing on it yet. I'm not going to post it, hopefully, until Wednesday. Bam. That's what we got, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Rock and roll. Have a great week. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor. Subscribe. Hit that little bell to be notified when I shoot a brand new video. If you're interested in my course, I forgot, my course, hey, check down below, because it's got more information than you can even dream of, okay? It's the Options Elite Master Course. A lot of stuff, okay? And you can always email me with questions. I'm pretty accessible. I'm not big like Simple, where I got 100,000 people. You know, just me, right? Just me. But I do my thing. And I've been trading for a long time. And I learn from the best people in the world. All right? You have a great weekend. We'll see y'all next week. I'm going to post a video Tuesday and Thursday. And I'm going to go live on Friday. Hopefully the indicator is available on Wednesday. If it is, come back to this video. I'm going to post the link on this video Wednesday. Or you're going to have to wait until Friday or maybe Thursday of posting it. Have a great weekend, everybody. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hopefully you enjoyed this weekend review. I'm Trader Jeff Moore. And guess what, too? I don't even think a lot of y'all know, but I wrote this book. It's 420 pages. So I'm a published author. This book is one of the top selling books on Amazon. I've sold over 50,000, which is big. It's got charts and graphs, so trading part-time. Okay. So I'm not just some YouTuber that's talking about a bunch of crap that doesn't have nothing. I mean, I've been doing it a long time. Like I said, if people say anything, I'm like, go watch my videos. You go buy my book. You tell me. All right. I give my book away for free. I have a course down below. It's Options 101. It's free. It's free. If you get that course, I give you my book, but the PDF for free. Or you can go buy it on Amazon. All right, everybody. You have a great day. We'll see y'all next week. I'm super pumped with the indicator. It's going to change y'all's life. Subscribe on the way out. Peace.